Y'all ready, bro? We're gonna watch Don't Get Dragged Into the Water. This is by Snarled, bro. The goat. Snarled the goat, bro. This will be a YouTube video, by the way. This will be uploaded. So, you know, say hey, YouTube and stuff. Hear me out. Nah, bro, don't do that. I'm pretty sure she's married, bro. I'm pretty sure she's married.
Strangelings, before we begin today's spooky tale, I just want to let you guys know about my week. So as you know, I had gone to VidCon and I had...
That's cool and all, yo, but we gotta get into the video. Yo, much respect to you going to VidCon and everything, and that's dope. That's dope as shit. But we're gonna get to the video because we don't have a lot of time.
Don't get dragged into the water. Sometimes we set our expectations so high, there's no way reality could live up to our fantasies. And sometimes they're far more devastating than we could ever have imagined. We were pleasantly surprised when our parents announced a vacation to Hawaii.
Why is it always the dad that's bald, bro? Like, somebody explain that, bro. He don't even look that old.
Hawaii. Excitement filled the air as my sister Seema and I immediately began packing our bags. Now,
Void, I'm not hearing you out on the dad, bro. Watch out.
Seema, in particular, was overjoyed beyond words. Her lifelong fascination with mermaids made her believe that visiting the Hawaiian island...
Am I seeing this right, chat? Holy crap, bro. Look at those milk jugs. All right, let me stop. All right, let's continue. Let's be professional.
...would provide a genuine opportunity to encounter the Namaka, the captivating Hawaiian goddess of the sea. Upon our
She can be my goddess anytime.
arrival at the
Step on me.
hotel in the early evening, my
Hear me out. No, get back, bro. Get back. That's mine, bro. That's mine. You can get back. Get back.
parents entrusted me with the task of looking after Seema in her room while they stepped out for a swift dinner. Meanwhile, we ordered room service.
Bro, I ain't hearing none of y'all out, bro.
Seema, however, had other plans. She pleaded with me to go to the beach and search for Namaka. At first, I declined because I really wanted to
I have to get through you first. Chat, Squirrel, all I gotta do is throw a dog treat at you and you'll be distracted, bro. I'm good.
enjoy the luxury of having this nice hotel room all to ourselves. But her begging wore me down, and eventually I agreed as long as she promised not to tell her parents. After all, who wants to come back grounded from a vacation? We ventured out of the hotel
Hey, you out on the water? Void, what are you even talking about, bro?
towards the water. Seema rushed into the waves splashing around. The beach was still fairly busy, so I watched her from the shoreline. An hour passed, and I began to worry that our parents might have returned. I called out to Seema, urging her to come out of the water. However, as we turned around to leave, there was nobody there. The beach had become eerily empty. I thought to myself, there are probably people clearing out due to the sun going down. Nothing crazy. Suddenly, a haunting melody reached our ears. Its beauty captivating.
Chat, big tip for me. Do not be at the beach at night ever by yourself. Never be at the beach at night ever by yourself. Another thing, if you hear singing coming from the water, you need to dip the fuck out, bro.
Us in an instant. We exchanged bewildered glances before Seema ran off into the direction of the sound. I called after her, but I wasn't about to
Hey, you out on the longest street? Boy, watch out, bro.
chase her down. After a few moments, Seema shuddered back at me, unable to contain her excitement. Melanie, look, it's a mermaid. I rolled my eyes. Seema was so gullible. It was bound to be one of those women who dress up for tourists. I headed up to the shore toward her voice. I couldn't believe my eyes. In the light of the sunset, I saw the face of a girl. We cautiously approached the young girl.
Chat. She's a fish, bro. Watch out. Alright? Just letting y'all know.
Drawn in by her enchanting song, she possessed luscious white hair and a face of ethereal beauty. But as we ventured closer,
Void, shut up, bro.
the melody took on a darker tone. The sound intensified, growing deeper
I'm
and
not
more
hearing you out,
dissonant.
bro. Yo, I'm not hearing
And
you
then
out,
I saw she had no legs, just a fin. Panic washed over.
Chat, did you hear that? She said they have no legs, bro. Chat, you are not cracking nothing. They have that girl has no legs, bro. She just has a fin. What are you cracking? There's nothing to crack. Okay? Hear me out on the mouth. Okay.
For me, and I desperately lunged forward, reaching out to grab Seema and pull her away from the strange creature. But it was too late. The mermaid, who was now in front of us, began to transform. Her once lovely hair fell out into clumps, and her once...
Y'all wanted that, chat? Y'all wanted that? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
musical lips were now
Game is game. You got that, bro. You got
sewn
that.
shut.
You got that, bro.
Her eyes bulged out of their...
Y'all really want to crack this? You still want it? You want it? No, I didn't want it. I didn't want that, bro. I didn't want that. Y'all wanted that, bro? Yeah. Y'all wanted that? Yeah. Y'all wanted that? Listen, gang. Y'all wanted that, bro? Hey, y'all can have her, bro. Listen, y'all wanted that badly. I mean, listen, I'm not going to judge you on your type and what you like, bro. But, like, you can have that, bro. I did not want that, boy. Wait, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I did not want that, bro. If only I clipped that. Yo, watch out, bro. Since the mouth is gone, I'm going to drop her. Okay.
Sockets, streaming with blood. Her skin turned...
Dang, chat. Y'all really like it wrinkly, bro. That's crazy.
jet black as her bones contorted into horrifying features. Her claws were already firmly clasped around my sister's fragile neck, squeezing the life...
That's not my girl, Unsoppa, bro. Get back, bro.
out of her. Seema's screams pierced the air, a heart-wrenching plea for help that seemed to go unheard in the desolate surroundings. Tears streamed down my face as I watched in horror. My mind racing with desperation. I couldn't let my sister die like this. Summoning every ounce of strength and courage, I lunged myself at the creature, clawing at its twisted limbs, doing anything to try and free Seema from its grip. But the monster was relentless. Its strength far beyond my own, with a sickening sound. It unleashed a fury of savage scratches upon Seema's chest. She cried in anguish. The once beautiful melody that lured us now transformed into a nightmare anguish, accompanying my sister's screams. As I fought fruitlessly against the monster, I felt a searing pain across my own body. I realized that my desperate struggle had left me vulnerable, and the hideous creature had seized the opportunity.
Chat, you guys really wanted to crack that, bro. Some of y'all like grannies. I know y'all, some of y'all do. Some of y'all like grannies.
It swiftly turned its attention to me, its bloodshot eyes locking onto my helpless form. In an instant, its talons
Bro, you were so nasty, bro. Look at my hair. No.
Wrapped around my throat. I struggled for air, clawing at the creature's hands, but it was all in vain. Darkness closed in around me, suffocating my senses as I witnessed the life force slowly drain from my sister's eyes. Seema's desperate cries filled the air, but I was powerless to save her. The monster was far stronger than I could have ever imagined. This was not the fairy tale mermaid Seema had read about in her books.
See, this one is a different girl, bro. This is actually one of the sea girls, like sea fairy tale girls. This is not that monster, bro. So, yo, get off my tip, y'all.
I watched helplessly as my sister's life slowly drained away. Her innocent...
Hear me out on the tears running down. Okay.
Spirit extinguished by the merciless claws of a monster.
Back up. No, I'm good, bro. She on par with Prime Ice Spike. Hear me out on the air molecule. Of course, Teal pinned that, bro.
My throat tightened, and I felt the warmth of my own blood mixing with salt water. Help, I whispered weakly, desperate, knowing that there was no one to answer my plea. The world faded around me as darkness closed in. When I woke up, I found myself at the depths of the sea. My legs had been torn from my body, replaced by a grotesque tail. The pain was excruciating, but it was nothing compared to the torment of my soul. I was no longer human. I had become the creature of the sea, forever cursed to live beneath the waves. Now I reside in the ocean, waiting for unsuspecting children who come searching for mermaids. They are lured by our once beautiful voices, only to meet a horrifying fate. They too join us, trapped in an eternal cycle of misery, victims of their own curiosity and our haunting melodies. I wish I could help it, but it's too late. This is who I am.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. Even if I turned into that thing, bro, I would still need my ones with that creature, bro. Because listen, since she's one of them, that means she has the strength to like the box that other creature, bro. I would have needed my ones. I'm sorry, I would have needed it, bro. You know how, Chad? Do you not know how fast I would have curve stomped that creature? Actually, never mind. I don't have legs. I would have haymakered that creature so fast, bro. You wouldn't even be dumb. All right, well, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I actually fuck with that.